price on these are just such a great value. So for the whole thing, you're getting a set of 4 for $24.96. That breaks it down to about $6.24 per, what do you call it, unit?
Per plant? Yeah, per potted plant.
Per potted
to be
plant.
specific.
Thank you very much. This is why you're here as a great guest to tell me all of these things. But this is just something that you can get home. They're winter hardy geraniums. They're from Roberta, so you know you can trust them. But tell me about what we're seeing on the screen here.
Yes, so you mentioned it, but you didn't
dive in.
You may not have understood yet that geranium as a winter hardy geranium, that is what makes this collection so special. Because if you have ever planted anything in your life, or if you haven't planted anything in your life, most of us have heard the word geranium. And when people think of geranium, they think of a plant that produces flowers for one summertime and then they're gone forever. Those are considered annual geraniums, but everyone loves them and they grow them anyway. What we have here is a winter hardy geranium that is going to produce flowers even longer than those annual geraniums, and they're going to come back every single year. So they are so much better performers in your garden and well worth any sort of real estate that you may have in your garden for their use, because these plants are gorgeous. And as a plant that produces flowers for 6, 9, or 10 months every single year, you cannot beat them. They're one of my favorites. They're
really beautiful. So are these the colors that I'm gonna see when I plant these?
Yes, you're getting 2 each of the Max Fry and the Roseanne. Now the Roseanne is kind of this bluish periwinkle gorgeous color.
Okay, so is that this?
Yes, that's that one. And then the Max Fry is kind of this bright magenta pink color. And what I love about this collection, it is one of our longest blooming collections that we offer all year long. And if you guys want to get in close on this flower to look at the gorgeous nature of these flowers, this is why people love them, because they're kind of papery looking. They have this beautiful intricacy about them, gorgeous veining. And what I love about them, where I live in Seattle, these bloom almost 12 months out of the year.
Wow.
There's really not a season where they're not in bloom. Here in Pennsylvania, these will bloom from around May all the way till November when you have your first frost. And then they come back every single year. So you cannot grow wrong with them. They're such a rewarding plant in the garden.
So basically, if you like geraniums, but you didn't like the hassle of geraniums, this is kind of another way to just like up the ante of your geranium game.
Absolutely.
And the way it's coming is you're getting 4, right? So we have them all right here.
Yes.
Bam.
These plants are gorgeous. And
These are weighty.
They are weighty because they have been growing in our greenhouses for an entire season. So they already have an established root system, which means these are going to grow very quickly and fill out very quickly. Now, as a perennial plant, which means it comes back every single year, typically when we're talking about perennials, we talk about it normally requires about 3 seasons for them to maximize their full potential in the garden. But winter hardy geraniums, what I love about them, these are going to reach their full size the very first season. These are one of the fastest growing perennials that we offer. And that's why I love them, because I'm, being sort of an impatient gardener at times, I want to see beauty quick.
Yeah.
And so.
Don't we all?
We all, exactly, we all do. That's what I love about these.
So let's see how to plant this beautiful baby.
So I live in an apartment. I have only containers. I love having these in a container because when you plant them in a container or along your borders next to your hard surfaces like your walkways and stuff, they kind of just overflow and they kind of spill off onto the side. Look at this. I just planted it and it's like already starting to fill out this entire container. Within a couple months, this will be totally full. And this plant, they love the hot sun. They like just an average amount of water.
What is average?
An average amount of water would be water them about once a week for the first year, and then after that, they probably won't require as much water. Unless you are planting them in containers, they're going to want to be watered about once a week, always.
Got it.
Once you have it planted, give it your water. You can also use your Roberta's Bounty fertilizer right from the get-go, and that is going to allow your plants to have thicker, fuller growth with a longer season of flower and better, sturdier habit in the garden with very compact nature.
And would I put that in before I plant it, or?
Yeah, so the way to use your Roberta's Bounty fertilizer, use this about once every 7 to 10 days. So for the geranium, that's about every time you water. All you do, full instructions on how to incorporate this into the mix. You just put a tablespoon into a gallon of water and you use it every time you water.
Perfect.
And it's as easy as that.
So remember, you're getting a set of 4 of these. They come to you like this, and you're gonna get them when they're ready to plant for $24.96. Now, what's great about that is the price per piece is $6.24 for such a beautiful, like, blooming sensation that's going to come to you in just about how long did you say?
Well, these are going to be fully grown within a couple months, and as you can see in this image, when these plants are in bloom, the flowers just dot the plant so effortlessly and gorgeously. Some of my favorite ways of using it, I love seeing them planted kind of along the borders, along walkways where they're able to kind of spill over onto that hard surface. These flowers are a little bit papery, so when the wind blows, the flowers just kind of gently sway back and forth. They're also excellent along your retaining walls. One of my favorite ways that I saw it recently, I've been seeing these at botanical gardens a lot lately because garden designers, professional gardeners love these plants for their length of bloom and just their gorgeous look in the garden. So if you have like some steps, plant it next to the steps up the stairway and it looks fantastic. We're in a border like that.
So now we don't have a lot of these to go around. So if you've been kind of on the fence, this is the time to place your order. You want to get these home for $24.96. It's free shipping and handling, but you have 4 easy payments of $6.24 to take advantage of because that goes away at the end of the day. And remember that the price on this is just so wonderful, and for having this in your home, whether it's a potted plant or if you're having it like on your, I live in an apartment as well, so I'd probably put these on my patio. But I love the examples that you were giving of where to put this.
So many ways to use them.
But you're getting 4, okay? That's such a great deal for like $6.24 each of these. You're getting a bundle of 4 for $24.96.
Yes.
This is the coloring we're gonna see.
And this is only about 2 plants in this container. Now, remember, this is a winter hardy geranium. If you're a smart gardener and you want to have the most flowers for the longest period of time, get 3 or 4 or 5 of these collections, plant them all around the garden, and you're going to have an effortless look in the garden that produces flowers like that. That's maybe 3 or 4 plants. Right there, another 4 plants. They do so much with such little effort. You cannot grow wrong with them.
And then does it resist anything like?
So it is heat resistant and drought tolerant as well.
And I heard that it's also going to attract certain things.
Yes, it's wildly attractive to your pollinators, like your birds, your bees, your hummingbirds, butterflies.
Wonderful. So look at those. Those are absolutely beautiful. Those are what we just talked about. You're going to want to get them home. So, Devin, tell me just a